Hey y'all, and welcome to the beautiful Suwannee River section, which is one of my favorites. It's really beautiful down here, and it makes some amazing stops. The first one actually being the Stephen Foster Folk Culture Center State Park, which I couldn't stay this time because they were all booked up. So unfortunately I won't be going there. But I'm starting the Suwannee River section, and it looks like the water's a little bit lower. Last time it was up here on these banks. And got one camp between here and the Spirt of Suwannee Music Park. So that'll be my next big stop. But everything is just really beautiful in this area. But here we go. See here, this whole area was devastated by the last couple of hurricanes, so it's like just disastered at the moment. And again, the volunteers did just a tremendous job cleaning the trail up, but it's like everything has been damaged or is down. But it'll recover. This takes time. It's pretty sweet just watching the Suwannee River all day. Let's go out here and take a little gander. Decent. Makes you just want to build a raft, take off. Alright, this is the Suwannee River Overlook Campsite. Good place to stop and eat your breakfast. At least for me. Get water right there. All right, coming up to the Swift Creek campsite. And the river's over there to the left. It looks like a pretty cool campsite. Lots of room in here. Plenty of room here. So, pretty awesome. Got a bunch of hikers. This would be the ideal place for sure. But we continue on. Okay, it looks like I have arrived to I-75. So I'm heading west for sure. This is the exact moment of the sign that says historic Suwannee River. All right, the journey continues. That is mile marker 442 on the 75, not on the Florida Creek. Okay, looks like I got a water crossing, and normally it's no issue with I mean, I've seen some pretty rickety bridges to cross, but come on, man. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I don't think that would hold my walking sticks there. So we're going to check out this whole area. I mean, I think that one's about ready for retirement. Hoping maybe down there it looks like. But wow, come on. What a beautiful view from up here. That almost looks like the whole edge of the, just had a big landslide all the way down into the river. Nice view from up here though. Just a wonderful view here. All right, nice easy spot to get water before the correct campsite. Anyway, so I should be close now. Hold up there for the night and then into the Spirt of Suwannee tomorrow. It's a beautiful day though. Alright, it's about 30 degrees. And I think about 4 or 5 miles to the Spirt of Suwannee. It's been a chilly night. I don't think it's going to warm up a lot today, but I'll warm up a little bit on my hike. So all good there. barely moving, not too quick. Not today. Alright, I have made it to the Spirit of Suwannee. Gotta go find a camp spot and then I'll come back to the office. General store, nice cream parlor. We're not going to be busy today, and I hear there is a band tonight, so let's see about that. All right, so we are at the music hall, and tonight we have the music of Darrell Rae playing here tonight. So we're gonna go and check that out in just a short. So I guess it's a pretty cool place, and he's a good singer. So they got some really good bands and stuff that play here. A little bit of everything here, though. You have the stores. You also have some craftsmen. You got the ice cream place. So a little bit of everything, and lots to do here. They got stages all over the place. So for bigger events, they can have several bands going in different areas of the park. But honestly, you get a chance to check out the Spirit of Suwannee Music Park. This is it's a pretty tremendous place, and a favorite of mine. And I guess sometimes Jim Lauderdale actually plays here as well, but he's won't be here tonight. But I guess on some of the other events, I've seen some pictures of him. So that would be pretty awesome as well. So we'll be back here in a second. Pictures go on literally forever. Pretty unique to this
park. Gonna keep this party rocking till the break of dawn. I can feel a good one coming on. across the county line, called up a couple friends. We hit that corn bar, the only spot in town, drinking and laughing and tossing them old stories round. And like she knew, she ought being right on time to remind me why I left it all behind. Same bar, same drink, same missing her. Heartache too late, knew it was gonna hurt. But I came back, here I am, on the verge of a breakdown. Yeah, that's why I left this town. Can't turn on that local country station. She's right there, and every song they're playing, yeah, all them used to be's are driving me insane. Gonna cuss that comeback sign when I leave this place. Them farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line. I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the Lord my friend. Sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of old Red. Old Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. He's got a nose you can smell, a 2-day trail, a 4-legged tracking machine. Consider yourself a mighty lucky to get past the gators, the quicksand beds. All these years I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red. Well, the first thing that I thought was drink you off of my mind. When I get lost in the liquor, the only one I find. If I did the things I ought, you still would not be mine. So keep a tight grip on the bottle, get loose, killing time.
All right, good show there. Fortunately, hiker can't stay for the whole thing, but you got to get up really early. But man, really enjoyed it there. Darrell Rae. I'll put a link in there at the bottom too if anybody wants to check out his music. So everything, it was a lot of fun. And if you get down here to the Spirt of Suwannee here in Live Oak, Florida, so you definitely want to check it out. This is a pretty cool music park here. So that was Darrell Rae, and we will see you in the morning. All right, after a great night's sleep, I'm back on the trail now, heading towards the Hamilton Creek Wildlife Management Area. Yeah, it's hard to leave the Spirit of Suwannee. Some places when you get there you just don't want to go, but the adventure can. It's like an abandoned bridge. No longer in service. Yes, the river is low, low, low. Yeah, I can tell the terrain is getting a little bit tougher as far as the storm damage. And I just talked to a couple hikers. So they kind of warned me what's coming up. But yeah, so it might just slow me down a little bit, but nothing that's stopping anybody. Man, the Suwannee just, there's always a good view. All right, I am at the Holton Creek River Camp, and of course it was damaged by a hurricane there in I think 24, and or maybe the first one was in 23. But anyways, they, you know, they did some work to it, and but then other hurricanes have now hit, and so they got hammered again. So it looks like, I mean, the shelters are still in place. There's no water or electric or nothing like that anymore, and you know, no signs not to camp here or anything, but you know, still a lot of damage that's done. And you know, looks like they've been out here doing some other work. There's a lot to clear out. Looks like they're getting some logs out right there. Got a bobcat over there. But yeah, it's gonna take the dock itself is actually damaged quite a bit, so it's going to take a little bit for them to actually get everything back to normal again. And I don't know if it's even in the plans or what, but this thing is pretty nice, and it looked before the storms it was a really, really nice place. So but anyways, that's kind of where we're at here at the moment. And you know, if anybody knows any plans what's going on, if they could just leave a comment, you know, everybody would be interested to know what's going to happen here. But that's it. Okay, I have left Hilton Creek, not Hilton Creek, I think Hampton Creek, maybe, forgot already. But yeah, I left the river camp there, Hamilton, that's what it is. Okay, so the Hamilton Creek River Camp. So now I'm heading to really destination unknown at the moment. So we'll just see how bad the terrain gets too with all the disastered stuff here. So we'll just play it by ear. Did get a surprise though. Somebody snuck in on me, and it was Mariner. Got a hiking buddy there that him and Sparkles just came off of the AT. We're gonna go to the PCT. So down here doing a little sort of trail hiking in between. So that was pretty awesome. And yeah, today I'll go and just see what happens here at the moment, because all the hikers say it gets pretty rough up here, but so I don't really know how much to plan for the day, but we'll just kind of see what happens. I like to see everything is just, the volunteers did awesome trying to get through this area. It looks like it probably took them a while. Great job for whoever did it, if they're watching. So it looks like a mammoth job here. I mean, just had to show this massive tree. It is beautiful. This thing had to be hundreds of years old. Just to give you guys an idea too, like here's some hiking sticks. Just seems to go forever. Yeah, that's just awesome there. Something else pretty cool, and all the debris And this is actually a giant water vine. And the sheer size of it is just, that's just monstrous for a water vine. Survived the storm though. Okay, this giant tree there is actually a champion tree. I was reading on the sign here that Holton Creek has 2 champion trees here, and the champion program, they acknowledge the biggest of the species of certain trees. And so I don't know if this one's just for here or the whole state of Florida or what, but this one is 101 foot tall and 14 foot on the base. And there's a second one here too somewhere, but I don't know where it's located. But yeah, that's it right there. It survived the storm. You know, this is awesome. Don't see this a lot. Some trail magic. A little bit of everything in there. Yes, thank you, whoever did that. Much appreciated. So, that's pretty awesome of them. Okay, finally getting through the worst part of the storm damage. Got a little bit here, not near as bad though. So a little bit challenging. Alright, I am at, I believe you say, a Lapa campsite, which is pretty cool. So we've got 4 benches and a fire ring. This actually, that little trail goes down to a beach, and it actually wraps around, so you got the river right here, and then and this side, and you have this also. So, pretty sweet. Okay, nice rainy day last night. So I'm back on the trail this morning, and destination unknown. Just going west, that's all I know today. And it looks like we're getting into a little bit of more storm damage, but we'll see how that works out. We're pretty good about clearing these trails. Other than that, looks like it's going to be a pretty good morning. Okay, rolling pretty good. Still traveling along the Suwannee. A couple of these areas just got to be careful. Got some loose edges. Oh, wait, I think it wants to go this way. You can just see how high the water was for long periods. Actually, I think it came over the top here. Yeah, a lot of miles looking like this at the moment. Oh, hello. Hello. This ain't good. Okay, I don't know what happened to this person or people. It looks like they might have even had a couple people here. And I don't know, they got some bullets in the one bag that's open there, and food out, and everything's wet, and I just don't know. Maybe they're still around here. Nobody's dead underneath there. That's what my concern. So other than that, I do not know what happened to them. So hopefully they're okay though. We'll continue on. Level for April 1948. That would have been a bad one. Miles after miles of destruction. Oh, so much. Very sad. Some really nice, huge old trees too. Lost a lot of them. And of course, Mother Nature has its way of coming back. Might take a little bit, but it'll eventually look normal again. Alright, I am at I-10. Stayed at the Black Track campsite, which is cool because it's got a really good view here overlooking the Suwannee. Ample camping areas. And today I won't be actually going too far, I don't think. Just getting as close as I can before I do my next big road trip walk. So it's gonna be kind of a short day today. So nice spot here. Some whitetail running. Okay, almost tripped there watching a bird. And I could make a bloopers reel. this is the Mill Creek North campsite. Looks like a turnaround right here. Hopefully ain't too busy tonight. Here on the river. Water right there. All right, got a little special treat today. This is a artichoke spinach dip, freeze dried, made by Eagle Feather and M Sauce. Their company, upcoming company, that's a Easy Freezy Foods, and you know, they graciously are letting me test it out of one of their recipes, and I just mixed some water with it. It smells good. You can definitely, yeah, it smells really good. But as soon as there's a place that I can link it to this, once it starts rolling, then I'll definitely let everybody know. But let's give her a try here. Oh, it's very creamy. Yeah, that's really good. I guess that's the future of backpacking with the freeze-dried foods. And yeah, that's a good mix there. I'll do another bite here. Oh yeah. Yeah, you just add a little water to it. It was really light. Add some water to it, and of course I don't have no crackers or anything like that, but yeah, I'm sure it'd be good with a lot of things, but it's good by itself as well. And but the company is Easy Freezy Foods. Good job, guys. Alright, morning, and I'm heading to Madison, Florida. And this is the last view that I'm going to see of the Suwannee River. Alright. Okay, this looks like what it's going to be the rest of the day. So, I'm heading towards Madison. I think the reason I'm having an issue again with the GoPro is it has a safety feature where it shuts everything down if it's so cold for protection. So, been dealing with that. But for the greater part of today, that will be just hiking on the side of the road. So I will continue on. Alright, Trail Magic, it says. FT Hiker Outpost. There must be a hiker. And looks like they got some waters. Just throw the trash. Alright, pretty cool. Alright. Should leave a thank you here. Okay. Got some rest in Madison, Florida, and I'm now heading down, finishing this humongous road walk, but you know, splitting it up. So I'll actually go to one of the churches maybe 2 more times, and then I'll be past this road. So, no problem. Alright, and the road walk continues. Nothing really new happening at the moment, but it's just kind of it for the moment, I guess. We roll on, we roll on. Alright, the Gillett track. Still on the road, at least we're on dirt road though. At least for the moment. I haven't seen much in the way of wildlife. I don't think too many vehicles went down all these roads. Hey buddies. Hey buddies. Guess they didn't want to stop and hang out. Ha ha ha! I have made it to a normal trail. Off the road, at least for a little bit. So pretty happy about that. Yeah, that's some flowing water there. Alright, the upper Aquila, Ocilla, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but this is the upper Ocilla camp. The river right behind it. It's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. That's stunning. Yeah, that would be a good campsite here. Yeah, that is not done yet. So. Pretty sweet though. And that must have all kinds of undertow. Very interesting, I have to say. Yeah, great place to trek here. Another favorite on the Florida Trail. There is the raging river rapids. Starting to get moving down this side. All right, definitely getting a lot more rapids up in this area. Looks like it's fun to be tubing down, honestly. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. Oh, there was a river otter right there. All right, look at these Class C rapids. It is kicking right in here. That makes you want to get a kayak out right here. All right, if you can see that, that is a giant paper wasp nest. And that's the little, they build around their shelter, they build around their cones. But yeah, right over the water. Good location for it though. All right, progress continues. Still on the riverside here. I did have one situation, I will say this. I sit down, I took a break just for a moment. And when I got up, apparently my water hose mouthpiece had got hooked onto something, and it pulled it into to where it was open. And I didn't realize that it's never did that. 2 years it's never did that, but it's ended up that water was running out all over my legs. It was running out when I set the pack down, and now I'm probably gonna have to stop and filter water here soon, because now it's all over my pants. But also in kind of a weird way, it kind of felt good, but it's not really cold out now, so. What that is. Very odd though. Well, apparently that means camping is here. We'll make it work. Alright, that's pretty cool. Apparently the water comes up over there and goes over there and somehow goes back down in the ground somewhere. They should call it the disappearing river, because it just goes underground and just pops back up wherever it wants. So unusual though, pretty awesome though. Some beautiful areas over here. And maybe we'll come back here and just explore this area a little bit more. Alright, seems to be a pretty good morning so far. I'm heading over to JR's River Store, which is good news. I love that place. And they have real food. So my day will be split basically into two halves, and the first half will be getting into there, and then the next chunk will get me over to St. Mark's wildlife management area. All right, this is a favorite of the hikers, is JR Ocala River Store. It's in a good location too, right before you get to the St. Mark's area. And it's, you know, great place. It's got a little restaurant over here. It sells supplies. You can get food, beer, whatever. And you also have a restaurant in there. And yeah, it's and they even will rent you a spot to camp. But great stop here to drop some coin if you're on the trail. And that must be the famous Ruger. Okay, belly full and down rolling past Ocala River, and now I'm moving into the St. Mark's wildlife management areas. Couple deep spots there. All right, here is the sign. I'm moving into St. Mark's Wilderness Area. Expect primitive trail conditions the next 1.8 miles. Well, that's about what the last 1.8 miles behind me as well. So we should be all prepped for it then. Excellent. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Not the best time to be filming, but got the footage. Just ran over there. Couldn't get the camera out quick enough. Florida bamboo here. more. Couldn't tell. Bass, tilapia maybe. Couldn't really tell for sure what it was. Not that a bass looks like a tilapia at all, but just couldn't tell. You know, sometimes when you're hiking, you just gotta stop and smell the fish water. It's pretty relaxing. St. Mark's Pinhook Campsite. This bridge might have shifted during one of the storms. Here we are. Well, a brand new table here as well. Isn't that awesome? Ah, pretty nice. Uh-oh. Must be the water catches right there. So thank you Florida Trail and St. Mark's people and volunteers on this one. Pretty nice. All right. It is a good morning here, cruising through the St. Mark's Wildlife Management Area. Heading into St. Mark's City. Beautiful, beautiful area. And important too that you get your permits to camp here as well. I'll put a link down below. And make sure that you have your permit on you, so when you're hiking through for whatever campsite you're gonna be, mostly on the other side after St. Mark's Town. Lots of little birds around. Looks like a bunch of Carolina wrens. And not sure what all of them are, but looks like that might be a boat-tail grackle. And I forget what the other one's called. That has it looks like a crow. It's got a little orange spot on it. Don't usually see them a lot in South Florida. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. There's a medium there, or a smaller sized gator laying there. It's pretty chilly out, so I'm surprised that he's already out sunning. There's a nice cool breeze coming through already. It's the first one I've seen for a while. I'm sure it's not enjoying the day so far. Most of them will just be really sluggish through the cold. A lot of times they like to get down into the deeper water too until the air warms up around. Yeah, maybe one little gator in there kind of hiding. They're pretty active here in the summer. But just one of them chilly days. Oh, there's a couple of them there. Looks like we got what, 3? Nope, 2. Yeah, beautiful. I'm starting to see a few of them in the area. Hey, buddy. I'm just trying to warm up. Yeah, they look good and healthy though. All of them that I've seen. Something moving in the water there. I would say that there's an alligator under the water, at least right there. It's too bad they wouldn't let you camp here. Yep. Yeah, they won't let you camp except in the designated areas. So probably for good reason. Quick look here at Port Leon campsite. Got a couple of little benches here, a brand new table. Lots of room to set up tents in the shade too, and the soft pine. There's a little bridge there that goes across. So not staying here this time, but I have stayed here before. It's pretty awesome. A little repair on that one. It's been a tremendous day so far. Quite a few wildlife and must not have a lot of trash cans here because I see quite a bit of trash around the fishing areas. Alright, I'm getting to the river. When I get there, I need to call Shields Marina and see if they're gracious enough to run me across the river. And then I will be in town. Hope I can see the buildings over there. And I smell food cooking. Oh yeah. Yes, welcome to St. Mark's. Let's see if I can just give them a jingle here. All right, stayed last night at Bolin's Groceries. For camping there for $10. And now I'm going down to the marina down here to take a shower. Okay, I'm at Shields Marina. I got a restroom here, and they allow us to take showers, and they also, you can cheaply pay and then use their washer dryer as well. So thank you guys for watching this. So it's a pretty good spot for the hikers to redo everything. Okay, Bolin's Groceries. Looks like there's gonna be a big storm here this morning, so I'm gonna be hanging out here for about another hour or so. Great stop here. It's a good store. It's got a little bit of everything in there, so it's going to do one of the local hangouts. So, but yeah, it's hiker friendly, and she does a lot to help the hikers. So definitely would recommend. All right, so I'm having some issues when it's cold of the GoPro shutting off, so a couple areas this wasn't worth trying to film, but I'm still in St. Mark's area, not in the town, and nearly finishing this section of the map from the Suwannee and Big Bend, and had a couple areas that are just shut down because of logging, so you know, you gotta reroute for a couple sections, and that's just the way it rolls, you know. So other than that though, it's been a good hike, and you know, it's not been too bad today. Sun's shining, you know, hasn't been real hot or anything like that. So but hopefully, I don't know if today or maybe tomorrow, but yeah, will be the end of this section though. But definitely beautiful here. All right, I believe this will be the end of this section. So, pretty nice section, especially just hiking by the Suwannee River. It's just so beautiful there. So, a lot of cool places in this section. Not just the Suwannee, there's lots. But now, I guess I will move on tomorrow onto a new section. Just, and I'll be in the East Panhandle section. So, I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as I did.